hello everyone. Look at your friends, now back to me. Now back at your friends, now back to me. Let's join together and gang up for good, because mean stinks. And if anyone knows the importance of smelling good and the awesome power of niceness, it's me. Now go forth and spread the word. Thank you.
Last year, I was bullied by people who I thought were my best friends. And the worst part is that I didn't even know it. My fans on social media pointed it out, and that's when I realized that bullying isn't always obvious, but it always hurts. I was crushed and don't want anyone to feel the way that I did. So that's why I'm ganging up for good, because mean stinks.
Red, frizzy hair, and pale skin. A toxic combination for teenage adolescents. I was an easy target amongst my peers. Until I learned how to embrace those unique qualities that made me different. Now that's true beauty. Besides, mean stinks.
What's up, everybody? Yes, make some noise. Welcome to the biggest assembly ever. Yes. My name is Keenan West, and I'm all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm so honored to be your host today for the biggest assembly ever. Check this out. We have over 2,000 schools across the country watching this biggest assembly ever today. Is that not awesome? Yeah, that's what's up. We're going to talk about a very important topic that's having a problem all across our country in schools, and that is cyberbullying. Whenever I go to schools and do assemblies, I hear about cyberbullying and how it's hurting a lot of people. And we want to focus on today what it will look like to recognize cyberbullying. I'm going to talk to you about how to respond to cyberbullying. And if you're someone watching or in the room today and you're struggling maybe with being cyberbullied, I'm going to give you some solutions. That's what we're going to do today. But before we go any further, I think we should check in to see who's all out there. Let's do this, though. On the count of three, Los Alamitos High School, make some noise. Can we do that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're in the house. We have, almost forgot, before we check in, we got a little special surprise. We have the stars here with us today for the up-and-coming movie, The Duff. They will be up on stage with us today sharing their cyberbullying stories. That's going to be an exciting moment. But right now, let's check in and see who we have out there across the country. Let's see if we can bring them up on the screen right now. Oh, yeah, that looks like Lakes Community High School in Illinois. Make some noise. They hear us. They're ready to turn up. Yes. All right, let's go to New York. We've got St. John Baptiste High School in New York. Oh, they're ready to turn up. What's up, guys? Yeah, okay. We also have with us watching Parkersburg High School in West Virginia and Boyne City High School in Michigan. Oh, yes, okay. There we go. That's Parkersburg. That's what's up. They're ready to go. That's awesome. And we also have Boyne City High School in Michigan. So I think right now, they need to turn up too. Wait a minute. Okay. We don't want to leave anybody out. So let's talk about something real quick. Whenever we go onto social media, isn't it weird that we find a lot of mean out there? There's a lot of mean on social media, and I think today is a great opportunity to change that and flip that. This is how we're going to start this. I want you right now, everybody and everyone watching all across the country, I want you, that's right, pull out your cell phone. Yeah. You've never been at an assembly where you can have your cell phone, but this is the biggest assembly ever. Yes. So pull out your cell phone. Watch this, though. Watch this. I want you to go to Snapchat. Yeah. I want you to go to Snapchat. When's the last time you were at an assembly and you could go to Snapchat, right? Go to Snapchat, and this is what I want you to do. Everyone watching, I want you to pull out your phone, go to Snapchat, and I want you to take a picture of what's going on in this assembly right now. You can take a picture of someone next to you. You can take a picture of one of the walls of nice up here, right here. Or wait. You could take a picture of me if you'd like to. Yeah, right. And this is what I want you to do. I want you on the count of 3 to add this picture to your story on Snapchat. Is everybody ready? Everybody watching ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Did we get it? We got it? That's what's up. Okay, do me a favor real quick. I want you to watch this video. Check this video out.
I know people who say bullying is no big deal, that it's just drama, or that they're just kidding. But hiding behind a handle and clenching a fist are really the same thing: bullying. It's up to us to stop bullying, because we're the only ones who can. So what are we going to do? Let's go into the trenches of mean and spread nice. Let's make someone's day instead of ruining it, because mean stinks.
Yeah, that's what's up. You know what? When I see a video like that, especially that first part when you saw some of those mean comments, that's tough to watch. I get to travel around the country delivering mean stinks assemblies, and I hear stories like that, real stories like that. But I think today is a great opportunity to talk about how we can change that. And the only way we can stand up against this cyberbullying issue, the only way we can fight back is we have to know our enemy. That's the only way you can fight back. And our enemy today is cyberbullying. I want us right now to focus in on how to recognize cyberbullying. Did you know that 90% of students say that they've been a victim of cyberbullying? 90%. That's a lot. That's pretty much everyone out here. Everyone watching, everyone in the audience right now. 90%. But this is the interesting thing about that. If 90% of us say we feel like we've been cyberbullying before, who's doing all the cyberbullying? Someone has to be doing it, right? And this is what I want you to think about. Those times where someone has sent a picture through your feed, or someone has sent you a message where another person was broken down and humiliated, and you had the opportunity maybe not to retweet it or not to repost it, but you chose to share it. Or you may have chose to make a little funny or make a little comment. That moment, you're actually making the problem worse. That moment, you're actually being a bully. And this is what I want you to think about. When you have that power in your hands to possibly not retweet, not share that story, not make that comment, think about it like this. What if you were in that victim's shoes? What if that were you that was happening to? And I know what you're looking at me, you're like, man, there's a lot of technology going on. When I was in school, when your teachers and parents were in school, we didn't have this. We didn't have this at all. You know what? We were lucky if we had a pager. Some of y'all looking like, bro, what are you talking about, right? So ancient, right? A pager, for all of you don't know, a pager was a little black device that you would wear in your little pocket. Like, yeah, I got my pager. I got my pager. And then it would beep, like beep, 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 beep. You'd be like, uh-oh, somebody is calling me or somebody's paging me. And a little number will come up and you'd know to call that person. That's all we had, though. And for you guys, you have iPads and iPad minis, cell phones and laptops, all of these things, but we're using these devices to break each other down and to hurt each other. And what about those times when you hear of people like creating fake Facebook pages and fake Twitter accounts to hurt other people? Or when people are commenting and tweeting and subtweeting? I want us just to really think about the damage we're doing with all of those nice devices and apps. So let's do this. Let's do this while we're on it. Pull your cell phone back out. Yeah. All of you watching, do me a favor, pull your cell phone back out. We took over Snapchat with nice. Let's take over Instagram with nice. Yeah. Let's show Instagram what's up. This is what I want you to do right now. You got to take a picture, right? So take another picture, maybe something different of what you did before. You can do the wall of nice. You can do anything in the assembly. And you get to, oh yeah, a little selfie, that's what's up. You get to make a comment, right? So I want you with that picture, though, to take it a step further this time. And I want you to write something real, but write something nice in that comment area. And on the count of 3, we're going to share it. Are you all ready? We ready? All right, pull it up. Are you all watching? Pull it up. 1, 2, 3. Snap away, post away. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, all right. This is what I want us to do right now. Let's focus in on how to respond. We've talked about how to recognize it. Let's focus in on right now how to respond, because sometimes when you see bullying going on, you may recognize it, you may see it, but you may not know exactly what to do. You may see what everyone else around you is doing, and you may have the courage to do something different, but you may not know what to do. Let me tell you what I did when I was your age, when I was in school. This is where I made my mistake. If I saw bullying going on at my school when I was your age in high school, I looked the other way. I acted like, nope, none of my business. I don't want to get involved with that. And you know what? When I did that, it felt like I was doing the right thing. It feels like, I just don't want to be a part of the drama. But when we do that, when we choose not to respond or step up and do something, we're actually just as guilty as the person acting out in mean behavior. And so what we have to do in that moment is think, wait a minute. Am I contributing to this? Am I contributing to this problem? And what I want you to do right there in that moment is put yourself in the victim's shoes. When you see that happening, I want you to pay attention. I want you to look up, and I want you to be ready to have courage to do something. Don't be like me. Don't act like you didn't see it. Because if you act like that, the victim is like this. Wait a minute. You saw what they said, or you saw what they tweeted or posted, and not only did you not run to my aid to help me out and have my back, I heard you shared it. I heard you were one of the ones that reposted it. And then the person acting out in mean behavior, the bully, is just like, you know what? I can tweet, text, post. I can say whatever I want. No one ever speaks up and does anything. And this is the power that's going to help you speak up and stand and say something. If you take a moment when you have that message come through and you see someone being humiliated, and you say, wait a minute, let me put myself in the victim's shoes. If you put yourself in the victim's shoes and you think, if this were me, the bad rumor that's going on, if that was said about me, the mean comment that's going on, if that was said about me, what would I want someone to do? And that'll spark you to respond just like this. You'll find the courage in that moment. When you start to think, if this were me, you'll say, I'm going to say something nice to that person. And instead of making a funny or making a comment, go over to that person and build them up and say something positive to them. And then, if you have the courage to do that, you may also have the courage to stand up and say something to the one that's acting out in mean behavior. This part can be tough because sometimes it may even be our own friends. And I know how you feel. You're probably like, you know what? Man, I know this ain't right. And I probably should say something. She didn't have to post that. She didn't have to say that about her. But I feel like I may lose my friend if I step up and say something. Check out this statistic. In 57% of the times when bullying is going on, when cyberbullying is going on, if anyone would have had the courage to just step out of the crowd and say something or do something different, the bullying problem stops in less than 10 seconds. Think about that. All of the stories that we've heard across the country where students have been cyberbullied so bad, we've heard of tons of them on the news, maybe even in your community, where students have been cyberbullied so bad, they felt like they didn't want to come to school anymore. Some of them felt like, I need to transfer out of here. I got to go to another school. I've heard of stories like that. And some of them have been cyberbullied so bad that they felt like they didn't even want to be here anymore. But the stat says in over half the times, if one of us that was a bystander, that was sitting back watching, could have removed ourselves from being a bystander and became an upstander and said something or did something, the problem would have stopped in less than 10 seconds. This is another important thing you have to remember. When you see someone acting out in mean behavior, don't fight back and get so upset with them. This is why. In most cases, hurt people hurt people. That's why I don't get so upset with someone acting out in mean behavior. When I travel around to schools and talk to students, and if I'm talking to someone who's struggling with being a bully or being mean, I can look them in the eye and I have love for them because I know they're going through something. And the only reason they're possibly acting out like that is because they're hurt themselves. So the next time you hear about it, I want you to fire up and have that courage to say something, but know how to respond. Know how to respond. Now, if you're in the room right now, if you're someone who's watching across the country and you're listening as you all are, and you're feeling like, man, this is cool. Nice little assembly, but I'm glad this guy's talking about this because I am being cyberbullied right now, or I'm being bullied right now. If that's you and you're in the room today, there's only a couple things that I need you to do. I need you first to think about that hate and think about that mean behavior that you're receiving. And I want you to use it as fuel to make you stronger. I want you to take that situation and use it as something that can make you better. And I want you to lift your head up and poke your chest out and use it as fuel to make you stronger. And then the second thing I want you to do, I want you to reach out to someone. I hear stories all the time about students being bullied in one way or another. And the first thing I say to them is, hey, listen, you have counselors, teachers, principals, parents, maybe even friends at your school that you can reach out to. And I don't want you to hold that inside. I want you to share that, your story, share your information, share your struggle with someone else, and it'll make it a lot better. Now, we have an opportunity right here to do something really special. Because you guys are having thoughts run through your mind, and you're thinking, you know what, I've got some great ideas. And we want you to share those here in a little bit. We're going to show you how to share them. But as you're thinking, I want you to watch this video right here.
Why are you so grumpy?
You called me fat and ugly.
No, I didn't. I called you the Duff.
That stands for designated ugly fat friend.
Everybody I know had a horrible time in high school.
That's what sucking at life looks like.
I got bullied in high school, and I don't even remember about what. It was never about anything. That's like the crazy thing. But it doesn't matter when that's your world you have to operate in.
People like you will never matter here.
But now with technology and computers and videos and texting and all this stuff, it's a whole new ballgame as far as bullying and all that goes.
I would hate it if that was me and people saw this. I should totally forward this.
Me too.
There's this whole mentality of like ripping other people down.
This entire school is filled with cyberbullies. Comments, likes, tweets, memes. It's like a prison yard out there.
Watching Bianca's story unfold on screen should hopefully sort of give people permission who are in similar positions to know it's okay to be figuring yourself out, and it doesn't make you any less awesome or less anything.
You need to realize you're only as awesome as you think you are.
It's about girls coming together. And when you watch it, you see what power girls can have when you do stick together. It's something special.
Bianca, you have to have an actual invite to get in, and I only have a certain amount.
Problem solved.
Oh, hey. Look at that.
See you there.
Hey! Oh yeah, oh yeah. Does that not look good or what? That's what's up. So, I promise you, we got some special guests. Today with us, joining us on the stage right now, are the stars for the up-and-coming new hit movie, The Duff. Welcome them. Make some noise right now. We've got Mae Whitman, Skyler Samuels, and Bianca Santos. Come on out, girls. Yeah. That's what's up. Have a seat, ladies. Have a seat. Wow. thank you so much for being here today. How you all doing? Good?
Thanks for having us. This is exciting. Look at you guys.
This is really
so
cool. We are excited to see the movie. It looks really cool. Can you do us a favor and maybe just share some stories of cyberbullying that you all have experienced?
Sure, absolutely. I'll go first. I think for me, cyberbullying is super important. I mean, a lot of people use it as a way of hiding. You know, you can post something on someone's photo, or you could say something and you can hide behind that, but those words hurt. You know, I've experienced moments where I post a photo where I'm feeling happy and I'm feeling confident, and someone will say something and I'll be like, oh, I don't really like how I feel right now. And it really has an effect. And I think that's one of the reasons why we have to call out cyberbullying. So yeah, absolutely.
That's great. You know, I think right now would be a great opportunity for us to do another nice takeover. You want to do another nice takeover? We've yet to take over Twitter. Should we take over Twitter?
I think we should.
Twitter's the big one.
I have someone who I think would be really good to help us do that.
Who do you have?
I think we have you guys know Bella Thorne? You guys
have a hello
know
from
Bella?
her?
I think we have a hello from Bella.
Yeah. Let's see what she has to say.
Wow.
Absolutely.
We got Bella Thorne. Can we bring Bella Thorne up? Is that possible? Let's see.
We got a hello from her any minute now. Here we go.
Hello, biggest assembly ever. It's me, Bella Thorne, and I so wish I could be there with you. Because cyberbullying is a really big deal. I know how it is. I get bullied a lot for being dyslexic. Awful, horrible messages like these fill my feed every single day. I know you get it with social media. We're all public figures now. People we know and people we don't know can say terrible, mean things to us with no filter, and it's enough already. Let's do a nice takeover on Twitter. Will you help me count it down? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it over.
Oh yeah. We can take over Twitter with a nice takeover. You know what? Let me hear a little bit more about some of your stories as it regards to cyberbullying. What have you got?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I definitely was like, the reason I wanted to do this movie was because I was bullied in school like a lot, and so I definitely felt like an outsider, which I think is what people try to make you feel when they say mean things about you, and so I just really wanted to communicate like with everybody that's ever felt that way, that like I've also felt that way, and it's just about that feeling and knowing that when people try to make you feel badly about yourself, it's really, I liked what you said earlier about hurt people hurt, because I mean you really like, I feel like it's always the people that shine the brightest that people are afraid of and that they try to bring down, and I know it doesn't stop it from hurting at all, but I want you to know that all of us up here, everybody I know, no matter where they're from or who they are, has been made to feel like less than. And I think that's a common theme that we can all unite together. And it's true, you can almost actually sort of feel love for the people that try to make you feel that way, because it means that they don't feel good about themselves. There's no other reason. I mean, if they were happy in themselves, they wouldn't have to try to make you feel badly. And so it must mean that you guys are like pretty cool and have something that they feel threatened by. And so I think, once you sort of get a perspective on that, it's a lot easier to just let it go. And you just can't let that ever change who you are, because if you do, that means that you're letting that kind of negative energy win. And like you have something to offer that's so specifically special and yours and important. And if you let that voice get hampered at all by some sad person trying to bring you down, that's like the world's loss. We need you guys to like be who you are and be the best version of yourself you can.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
I mean,
what do you think, so?
I can attest to Mae. How many of you guys are seniors in here, out of curiosity? Hey, we're all going to college. What up? I definitely remember that my senior year of high school, I didn't think high school could get harder. I thought it might get easier as I went along, and I think I spent 3/4 of my senior year eating lunch like in the bathroom, because
I ate in the bathroom too.
That's like, first of all, the worst place to eat lunch. Let's just address that. But I would go through like the cafeteria quad, and it was just, there was no place to sit. And I feel like people always talk about that in high school. It's like, oh, you don't have a place at the lunch table, whatever. But that's a really scary feeling like you're alone, you don't know who you can sit with, you're not welcomed anywhere, you don't fit anywhere. And I was definitely bullied for being kind of a square, I guess. I didn't like going out and partying and like doing crazy things, and I went to a high school where that was really in. And I wasn't gonna let, these bad choices that other people were making dictate how I was, gonna live my life. And I definitely felt like all through high school I didn't understand. I thought, is it bad that I'm different? Is it bad that I feel this way? People send these really nasty texts and they post things on Facebook that are just terrible. And I came to realize, people fear what they don't understand. And so out of fear, we get on these message boards. We write these really terrible things because it's easy. We can hide behind our screens and write these nasty things. But, I got to college and I realized I'm in a place full of outsiders. I'm in a place full of kids who didn't have a place at the lunch table, and that's A-okay, because it's like good to embrace who you are. It's good to stick to it. And like Mae said, you don't want to let people who are afraid or don't understand you let you change who you are, because who you are is who you're meant to be.
It's actually sort of like, because one last thing I'll say is that I remember like in school being like, wait, is it cool to be mean? Like, what's cool? I mean, am I not cool for not wanting to be mean? Like, what's cool? And I mean, I still don't think I'm like cool, but I also know that like it's definitely not cool to be mean. It's sort of embarrassing, I feel like, because I think that once you sort of like break down the walls and realize that it's coming so obviously from your own insecurity, it's like sort of embarrassing. It's like I don't even see a way how it can be like construed as cool anymore, especially if you like don't let it affect who you are or how you feel, and you just sort of let it go and look at them with compassion. It's like not cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You know what? Thank you, girls, for being here today. That's some very powerful information. Can we show them some love one more time?
Thanks, guys.
Hey, the stars of the Duff. This is going to go down as a classic movie. We're excited to see it. Do me a favor, give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for joining us today.
See ya.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes. So, right there, we heard from some really cool people. That nice takeover we did for Twitter right there that Bella helped us with. Those are just a few cool ways we can make our school a safer place and make our school a better place and take over social media. But there are some awesome things that we can do that other schools are already doing, and people in schools or students in schools are already doing. As a matter of fact, I want to hear right now, I want to go out there and hear from some other schools and hear what students are already doing. But first, we're going to start right here at Los Alamitos High School. We've got with us my friend Bryce right here in the crowd. Yeah. Bryce, can you do us a favor and just share with us maybe a solution that you think would work for cyberbullying?
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Bryce Shamik Knop, and here at Los Alamitos High School, we've created a wall of nice by writing little reminders and inspirational quotes to help motivate us to stop bullying. Bullying is a sign of weakness, and by writing and noticing these quotes around our campus, we're able to stop and rethink before we send that mean text or before we say something bad about someone, because putting others down will not put us on top. Some of my favorite quotes on this wall are, if you wouldn't say it, don't post it. Nice is never boring, and take the extra mile to make a smile. This is my favorite quote because you never know what a few kind words might do to someone. And just one compliment can brighten up someone else's day. And in return, they might brighten up someone else's day. And that will start a chain of nice.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up. Give it up for Bryce right there. Yeah, that's good information. Okay, let's quickly check in with Lakes Community High School in Illinois. I think we've got Brittany out there at Lakes Community High School in Illinois. Brittany, are you out there? Let's see if we can pull her up.
Hello, my name is
There
Brittany
she is.
Gallardo, and I'm an anti-bullying advocate at Lakes Community High School of Lake Villa, Illinois. I live by the saying, respect plus courtesy equals pride. The saying impacts my life a lot, but not only that, it happens to be our school motto. Our Fine Arts Department has always followed our school motto by teaching our students to treat each other with respect, to be courteous to each other's decisions, and finally, theater stresses the importance of showing pride in our differences. After conducting the bully plays, as well as a controversial play called The Laramie Project, our school has been forever impacted because theater focuses on social image and acceptance in their curriculum. I believe more schools should incorporate programs like these because it helps raise self-esteem of their students. I'm proud to be a part of the Fine Arts Department here because it allows students to find their voices. It allows us to be different. And finally, it teaches us that respect plus courtesy truly does equal pride. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome. That's what's up. Thank you, Brittany. Hey, let's check in with New York. St. John Baptiste High School in New York. Are you out there? Oh, they're out there. Nina and Julissa, can you share with us maybe some solutions that you're doing at your school that would help us out?
Hello, my name is Nana Ndugwe.
And my name is Jalissa Manzanet.
And we are sophomores here at St. Jean Baptiste High School. We wanted a unique way to celebrate the 85th anniversary of our school by doing something that's in line with our mission. So we created the 85 Acts of Kindness. Our social media manager helped us in creating Instagram pages where we can broadcast all of our good deeds. By May, each homeroom is supposed to complete 85 or more kind acts. I am happy to announce that we are exceeding our goals by having almost 500 kind acts recorded.
With our student body, with our student body, faculty, staff, and even alumni participating in our campaign for 85 Acts of Kindness, we all have been exposed to a variety of new ways to transform society. Students have been fundraising for leukemia and autism, participating in events such as Teen for Genes and Read Alliance, and also volunteering with other organizations such as Glamour Gals and Dancing Dreams, which benefit our community. So I guess it's true to say that kindness is contagious.
Oh, that's great. That's what's up. Yeah. Nina and Julissa right there. You know what? We've heard some nice solutions, but let's hear a personal story about cyberbullying. We've got Allie Rudolph from Lakes Community High School. Allie, are you out there? Let's hear your story, Allie.
When the question, what have you done about bullying in social media, was presented to me, I went blank. Have I harmed? Have I helped? I don't remember. My memory of my social media usage is a blur of blue and the occasional red dot alerting me that a football player who I've never talked to is requesting that I play Candy Crush. As I thought more, I realized something about posts made to harm. They always have an absurd amount of likes. That always puzzled me. This post that is bullying someone has more likes than someone blushing over their 30 ACT score. But then I sat down and really thought about those likes. Who actually likes what the post says, and who just does a like drive-by? As I thought more, I realized how harmful that like button is. Every like, every retweet, every heart given to a post made to harm is another insult, another name, another reason someone may hate going to school. To have someone go out of their way to make a post about you is heartbreaking. But to think that 50 plus of your friends agree with it is devastating and takes away what remaining self-esteem a person may have. Social media is such an amazing tool. It allows you to achieve things that you couldn't have before, but it can also go terribly wrong. If a person can gain 100 supporters in 2 minutes, what makes them stop and confront that what they're doing is wrong? If you have 100 people saying good job, why stop? Yes, social media is—
Hello, everyone. Look at your friends. Now back.
It is terrifying and scary at the same time. So, what have I done? It may sound insignificant, but if I see a post that's made to harm, I unfriend or unfollow. By unfriending or unfollow, I take away the option of getting caught up in a comment frenzy of who's right and who's wrong. I take the choice away. By taking the choice away, I take the power from the bully and give it to myself. By doing this, you refuse to give the bully the satisfaction of 50 likes or retweets. There is no bonus in going to social media anymore. There is no pleasure in bullying. It may sound small, but don't like, don't retweet, don't heart. It's a small action that could have a huge reaction. Thank you.
That's what's up, Allie. Thank you. That's awesome. Hey, really quick, let's do another nice takeover. Pull out your cell phone one more time, one last time. All you all watching out there, we're feeling nice right now. Let's go to Facebook and let's take over Facebook. Really quick right now, think of something positive about the assembly. Think of something nice that you can say, something real, Something nice and positive, and on the count of 3, let's post it to Facebook. 1, 2, 3. Did we get it? We got it? Everybody watching, we got it? All right, that's what's up. So, today we've shared a lot with you. We've looked at what it looks like to recognize cyberbullying. We've looked at how to respond to cyberbullying, and if you're someone who's in the room or watching, what to do if you feel like you're being cyberbullied. And we know you have a lot of great ideas. We know you have a lot of things running through your mind right now. We've heard some great solutions from other students across the country, and we've heard some powerful stories. And this is what we want to do today. We want to roll out a new program. We're going to roll out the Secret Mean Stinks Nicest School in America. Yes, we're rolling out the nicest school in America. And what we want you to do, we want you to prove that your school is the nicest school in America. And how we want you to do this, we want you to start wherever you are across the country in your school. We want you to make a wall of nice, very similar to the wall of nice we have up here. And then there's a few more things we want you to do. We want you to go to meanstinks.com to get a little bit more information of how you can show your school is the nicest school in America. Now, the last 2 things I want you to remember. First one is mean stinks. Mean stinks. On the count of 3, let's just say that. 1, 2, 3. Mean stinks. That's perfect. The other thing I want you to remember, in your school, in your community, on social media, I just want you to spread nice. Like we did today, all of those nice takeovers, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We can do that on a daily basis. That's basically how I run my social apps. That's how I run my feeds. I just put positive things in there. Now, we got a little surprise for you. The Secret Mean Stinks team, with the help of some students around the country, rewrote a new song. And we want to roll it out for you right now. The song is called Everybody Come On, It's On Us. And I have some help from the Los Alamitos sound effects. Come up on stage. Oh yeah. I want you guys to check this song out. Check out my friends, and we'll be right back with you. Do me a favor, get up on your feet. Stand up, get up, put your hands together. It's a beautiful life. Every day is a gift. Put your hands together. We've all been invited. Come and see what this is. Yeah. It's a new thing. We don't discriminate people and their differences. Celebrate the culture, the background, and the skin. We smile at strangers when it looks like they needed it. Tell everybody they're not alone. We're here for them. Everybody come on. Everybody get in. Everybody come on. Everybody get in. Everybody come on. Everybody get in. Everybody come on.
We've all been there before. Felt like we needed a friend. But if you want to see change, it has to start from within.
Yeah. It's a new thing.
We don't discriminate people and their differences.
It's a new thing.
Celebrate the culture, the background, and the skin.
It's a new thing.
We smile at strangers when it looks like they need it.
It's a new thing.
Tell everybody we're not alone. We're here for them.
Everybody come on.
Everybody come on.
Everybody get in.
Everybody get in.
Everybody come on.
Everybody come on.
Everybody get in.
Everybody get in.
Everybody come on.
Everybody come on.
Everybody get in.
Everybody get in.
Everybody come on.
Everybody come on.
Everybody get in. We are the future, the world depends on us. We stand up to make a difference. It's on us.
Come on.
Everybody get in. Everybody come on. Everybody get in. Everybody come on.
Everybody come on.
Everybody get in. Everybody a favor, give it up for sound effects. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. That's what's up right there. Hey, listen up. All of you all that have been with us today for the biggest assembly ever, and all of you all that have been watching across the country, there were over 2,000 schools piped in today watching. We appreciate you all being with us today. This has been the biggest assembly ever. Remember what we focused on. Remember what we talked about. Take it back to your school and make a difference. Thank you so much for tuning in to us today. We'll see you next time. Take care.